Hi, I'm Heidi.
Hi, I'm Chad and this is Hannah.
Hi. And today we're going to show you how to get Superdrug's Catitude look for Halloween. We have chosen this as our intermediate look, so it's not super easy, but it should be quite achievable to recreate at home. So I'm just gonna go in with the foundation, and I will be using Rimmel Lasting Matte Finish Foundation. So the great thing about this foundation is that it's super long lasting, so it will stay in place all night. I'm now going to use the Rimmel Lasting Matte Concealer. So just a few dots. I'm gonna give that a very soft blend just to brighten up the under eye. So this colour matches Hannah's skin tone. A little bit later, I'm gonna go in with a paler shade of this to create highlights so we can get a full-on feline effect. So I'm actually just using soap and a spoolie to push up the brows and create a really nice animal-like texture. I'm now going to use Rimmel's Brow This Way Tinted Brow Gel to just get a little bit more definition and texture in the brow. So just lightly brush through each hair to make them stand out a little bit more. We've now got our wispy feline-like brows. I'm gonna go in with the eyeshadow. So starting off with a neutral matte base, just all over the lid. So this is the Rimmel Magnifies palette in Spice. It's the perfect palette for lovely warm shades. So I'm now using the very deepest shade of the palette to go right in to the socket of the eye and really smoke that up dramatically and winging it out really nicely. So it's now time to create our beautiful Feline Flick. I'm going in with the Rimmel Exaggerated Liquid Liner. So just starting in the inner corner and building up the pressure as we go outward. If you're not confident doing a huge sweep, you can always just do little dabs like what I'm doing now and build it up slowly. So to get the flick, I'm gonna follow the direction of the lower lid. The way it's kind of coming up like that, that's a good sign of where to just kind of mark off where you want your flick to go. Now I'm just gonna neaten that up and get the perfect edge. Okay, once that's done, we're gonna work on the inner corner of the eye. We're gonna really dramatically bring this into an inner point and kind of join it around to where we're going to do the underliner as well. So for the inner eye, I'm going to use Rimmel's Waterproof Kohl Pencil. Just press this along the inside of the waterline. This is a really intense black, so you don't even really need to do much pressure, a lot comes out. And then I'm going to lightly dot this just in between the little lashes. And now with a smudger brush, I'm just going to kind of soften that a little bit. Okay, so we're almost finished with our Catitude eyes. The very last step is to just pop on Superdrug False Lash. This one has a nice wingy effect, so it really complements the flick. Okay, we're going to finish off with Rimmel's Scandalise Wow Wings mascara. So the great thing about this mascara is that it's actually made to build more volume along the wing of the lash. The fibres get more dramatic as it goes outwards. I'm now going to use the bronzer and a small blending brush to create the nose contour. So bring in the warmth around from the crease of the eye down the sides of the nose. So for a feline look, you'd want to go super straight with it and a little bit wider than you usually would. And I'm now going to go in with the paler version of the concealer to create a few highlights. A little bit here where the whiskers are going to go, the chin, and just a dab along the center of the nose. Now I'm going to use the liquid liner to go in and create the nose. So we're going to do this quite low down and a straight line along where we've created the contour. Just meeting along here and just try and get that cute cat-like shape and just kind of bring this down towards the mouth. So I'm now creating the lip liner. This is actually a brow pencil, but it's the perfect shade for our feline lip. We're gonna bring the edge out a little bit and just a tiny bit of a long smile and follow that around to the other side. I'm gonna just softly blend in towards the inner corner, and that's where it's gonna meet the lipstick in a second. So to finish off our Catitude look, I'm gonna use two colors from Rimmel's Stay Matte Liquid Lip. So the deeper shade, which is called Be My Baby, we're gonna blend onto the top lip. So use most of the product on the inside and then just kind of lightly take it into the liner that we just did. And then for the bottom lip, it's a slightly paler shade. We're gonna highlight just in here really nicely and then lightly blend out. So I'm just using a little bit of white face paint to highlight a cute little dot on the nose, and then just a few little dashes of light on the bottom lip. That's the makeup done. It's time for hair.
Hannah, you look fabulously feline. I'm going to talk you through now how to achieve the hair look. It's going to be 2 steps. So we're going to start by braiding the hair, which is a little bit more difficult, but something you'll get used to super quickly. And then we're going to go through and crimp it to achieve that massively feline look. So although this looks scary, it's something that's super easy. If you struggle to do it yourself, it's something that you can get a friend to do for you, or if you take a little bit of time in the mirror watching this video, you'll be able to do it, I promise you. You're going to start by sectioning the hair down the centre of the head. This will be your first braid. In the end, you're going to end up with 3, but it's the first one in the middle that will just position where you're going to work from. So this is called a Dutch braid. The difference between a Dutch braid and a French braid is that a French braid is on the underneath, whereas a Dutch braid is on top. All you're going to do is split the hair into 3 and work your way back. With a French braid, you'll go over. With a Dutch braid, you'll go under. And I'll show you how to achieve that now. Also, a good tip here is the bigger of a section of a hair you take, the more detail you'll get. So don't worry about being too small with the hair. Actually, you want something that's quite big and thick, because then you'll be able to see it in the final look. So we're just working the hair constantly upwards as opposed to inwards. So once you've worked your way to the back, don't worry about going as far as the crown, but work back just far enough that you can see the detail. You're going to secure the hair with a clear elastic band and then leave it and move on to the next section. So the braids are finished. And one thing I'm going to say about that again is there's nothing wrong with it being a little bit messy or textured, because that really is what we want to achieve with this look. To finish the look off, we're going to work our way through crimping the hair. When you're crimping your hair, work your way down applying pressure. And I would always say just to hold the hair for about 4 seconds. Anything more than that's just unnecessary. Anything below that can give you a slightly wispier texture. So we have finished crimping the hair, and you can already see it's a massive mane, which is amazing for this look. I'm going to finish it off with one of my dream products, which is the Volumizing Dry Shampoo. So you're just going to loosely section your hair and spritz it the whole way through, and then simply lift the hair. And once you spray the hair with the product, just work it with your fingers and look in the mirror at what shape you want to achieve. So we have finished the look, and I think there's a finishing touch from me, which is the Superdrug cat ears. I'm going to apply those, and I think it's time you go to the wardrobe.
And that is our Catitude look done. For more tutorials like this, head to the Superdrug YouTube channel.